Recording. We're live.
All right.
Yes. Hey guys, welcome to State of the Industry. This is the first video in a probably short series of videos where we just sit back and bullshit with my clients and my friends. So today we have Henry. How do you pronounce your last name, Henry?
Lipponer?
Lipponer?
Yeah.
I always call you Lippenheimer.
German too.
How many times?
It works.
How long? Never mind. How many different ways has your last name been just butchered?
Maybe like 2 or 3.
That's it?
That's it.
Nice. You got a name kind of like mine.
Everyone just kind of goes Lipponer.
Lipponer.
Then you got the high school shit, lip opener, Liboner, or whatever.
That's the next question I was going to ask. How did the fucking shit heel teenagers make fun of your name?
Usually Liboner, which always ended in the same way.
Lipponer.
If that's what your mom's looking for,
Boner.
she can have it.
I remember a kid called me fat, and I was older. I wasn't a kid back then. And I said to him, well, that's because your mom makes me a sandwich every time I fuck her. He didn't like that. He was very upset. He threw something at me.
Probably didn't end well for him.
No, it ended just fine because I think he was like, he must have been like 14. But I had already gathered from our interactions together that he was sensitive about his mommy. And I went, oh, probably shouldn't have exposed that button because if you piss me off, I'm definitely going to poke it.
That's when you're taking the kid's gloves off.
Yep.
I have a tendency, I'll go 0 to just straight for the fucking throat.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, kill shot every time. I'm too old.
Sporadic.
I'm just too old. You can't be bobbing and weaving and boxing and shit. I am not Mike Tyson. Yes.
I'm talking more so verbally.
Right. So, this is what we have today. Put a little bit of substantial stuff on there. At 13 Underground, we just named the shop today. Well, it's not a shop, it's a studio. And the studio is named 13 Underground, which I think is a really good name.
Yeah, it works, being the whole history of it.
Right? We got a little bit of crossover there. I'm going to have to do a little bit of improv on your tattoo to keep it from running into the other tatty zapper. That's okay.
That's start of a sleeve.
Yes. Yeah, they all have to be connected in order for it to be a sleeve. Otherwise, it's just a collection of bumper stickers.
Oh, it's already a collection of bumper stickers. Just have to figure out how to tie it together in the end.
Oh, yeah. That's my favorite part, is getting it all tied together in the end, doing the background stuff. This is actually a really fun design. I've had it ready to go for quite a while. You like it?
I dig it.
You like it?
I was looking at that book and I was like, man, I don't want anything out of a book.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, the stuff in the library books that I have, I always use them for reference. And if you picked one of those, I would say, cool, we're going to hang out for about an hour and I'm going to redraw this. Because that's how I roll with that shit. With that shit. So how many tattoos do you have, Henry?
This will be number 5.
Fucking hey. What do you think about tattoos and motorcycles?
They go hand in hand.
Yeah? Fucking hey. I feel the exact same
Now
way
it's
about
gotten a little bit more mainstream.
Yeah. Motorcycles are a little more mainstream, though. Or have they never not been mainstream?
A little bit more so now.
Yeah. I think it's more common to see a Honda running around. I think Harleys still have one or the other. You're an old cheap fuck, which is ironic that you would have a Harley because they're so fucking expensive. Or you're a hardcore biker. You're a Hell's Angel.
Dentists and lawyers.
Yes, dentists and lawyers. fair weather riders. I never agreed with that. Come just a little bit closer to
Yeah.
me. There we go, right there. Yeah, I've never been a fair weather biker. I've ridden through snow blizzards. Does not bother me.
Going and dailying a bike in Florida for 2 years, going, oh yeah, the weather's great is not in the fucking summer.
Yeah, no.
You are very hit or miss.
Right. Especially if you're not EFI. Like, some of those days, your bike's going to be running like shit because it's that fucking hot. That was one thing I hated about riding in the Pacific Northwest.
Mm-hmm.
You have months where, well, not months, but you have a couple weeks every year where it's in the triple digits.
Oof.
Yeah, and if you're not fuel injected, it's going to run a little rough at the stoplights.
Well, it makes sense. I mean, even running though here in the middle of August,
Right.
what I was going with Ronin, going legal speed limit with a few air quotes in there.
Okay.
And by the time I got to a stoplight after about an hour, hour and a half, I thought that damn thing's about ready to overheat.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Which made me think, all right, if I do build this thing, I need an oil cooler.
I was going to say it's one of the few cases where the V-Rod gets a pass.
But still a Porsche.
Yes, it's still a Porsche. Well, it's not a Porsche. I think it's whatever the lowest quality model of German vehicle it is when
Volkswagen?
it's stock until, yeah, it's a Volkswagen until you do the V-Rod muscle kit on it, and then it's definitely a Porsche. Bigger tires, more power, sounds better. All that jazz.
Oh, I mean, if you ride your bike, you'll hit there eventually.
Yeah, eventually. That's a fact. Fucking A.
Although, hell, on a sport bike, how many people you know that actually tear apart the engines on a sport bike?
Yeah, not as many, but I also I don't know very many people with sport bikes, so I am not one of those I ain't riding unless it's a Harley kind of guys. But I definitely prefer to ride Harleys, and most of my friends ride Harleys.
I mean, working in a shop, I got to pulling around a few times, but
Oh yeah,
I got to hop on a 600 for the first time after getting asked many times, you want to ride it? You want to ride it? Nah, I'm good. It's not mine.
how inadequate did it feel after the 1400s?
But I mean, after riding that thing, I was like, it's fun. It's fast. I'd
The
buy
power.
one,
Go ahead.
but it's just not the same. It's
No.
just that little bit different that makes it feel almost impersonal.
Right. I like the power to weight ratio on Japanese bikes, but that's about it. The sound isn't there. The feel, the sturdy feel of all that steel, like, is not there.
They got some inline 4 bikes that sound fucking nasty.
Sure, but it doesn't sound the same as a V-twin.
No.
Only V-twins sound like V-twins. Like we were talking about the sound of the Milwaukee 8. Like, it's just not fucking there.
They could sound good after you'd go dump $3-4 grand in.
I'm not putting another 3-4 grand in my Harley to have it sound like a Harley, bro. I'm drilling some rivets and gutting some stock pipes. That's about what you're gonna get out of me.
I don't know, the whole goal I have or dream with this one, whatever you want to call it, is I want this to be just as fast, keep up with anyone else's 600.
Right.
I mean, I think I could probably get that thing to 130 horsepower.
That's always my goal with a
No.
Dyna, is to get it to keep up with a 600.
So those are the other people I'm riding with.
Right.
Now, the opposite side of that, too, is, yeah, I'm going to have to probably dump 6-7 grand into this thing.
Sure.
And
You could very easily do that. I don't know if you necessarily have to, but I guess it depends on which route you're going to get to all that power.
I mean, you don't have to, but I'm going to go everything, probably crank up on it.
Right.
And after paying someone to build a Sportster and that going horribly wrong, I'm going to pull this engine apart myself.
That's fair.
That way, if I fuck it up, I know where to go.
Right. I don't need that one yet, so I just got to run this 5 for now. There we go. Yeah, I can't wait to get the sporties in the driveway finished. Well, I got to get the second sporty in, and then I can do the sporties in the driveway. And my wife will have her proper chopper, and me being me, of course, I will have a nice little club style, bored out, pumped up, sporty. Call it the Supportster.
Well, you know you're gonna have to get that thing. Put that 100-inch kit on it.
Oh yeah. The one that I'm pulling the motor out of and putting on this frame, it's an XLH 1200 that's been bored and punched. And before it did, it had all stage 3 Screaming Eagle bullshit on it. So it's had some work done. It should be pretty
It's a
good.
good place to start with.
Yeah, absolutely. That's what I thought. I was like, wow, that's a great foundation to do a build off of. So, especially for a sporty, because that's just going to be a beat around bike for me. It's not going to be anything that I'm going to be proud of. It'll just be something I'm not afraid to drop. You
Run
know
it,
what
crash
I mean?
it, try to break it.
Right. If it breaks, oh well.
Sportster, you can get parts for that out of a damn junkyard.
100%, bro. I know a lot of people who talk shit about Sportsters, and it's like, okay, cool, but I think I see the people talking shit about Sportsters as the same people who keep the miles low on their Harley to retain resale value, which keeping the miles low on your Harley to retain resale value is like not fucking your girlfriend so the next dude gets better pussy. And I am not that guy.
I mean, my whole thing with the Sportster, yeah, it's not going on 95.
Not yet. Not stock.
Perfectly okay with that.
Yeah. Yeah, I like building Sportsters that are Autobahn worthy. But it's incredibly difficult to get a Sportster up to like 160. It's incredibly difficult.
All right.
However, stock and in decent shape, they will easily do 120. It'll take a minute to get
It takes
there.
a minute to get there.
Yeah, but they'll do it, you know? So it's like, oh, okay, cool. So you do have it in you. We just got to figure out how to get it faster.
I got enough speeding tickets that fun to ride, and yeah, definitely hit that top end and go 120, 130 fine.
Right?
At this point, I want to know how fast can I get there. I want to get there faster.
I think if you're getting speeding tickets on your motorcycle, they are your own fault. And not that you were speeding, but you stopped. You didn't have to stop, bro. You could have kept going and they would have given up.
2 a.m. is where that got a little difficult, and then once I start running the gas, it's like, all right.
Yeah, get rid of that peanut tank.
Well, now that it's gold as fuck, I see that every time I roll past one, I go, this motherfucker's going to remember me.
I love your gold as fuck bike.
Which is why, you know what, let's just get a second one.
Yes.
Which will probably end up being Sportster.
Yeah, there you go.
Because if I drop it, I don't give a fuck.
I was going to say, everybody calls Sportsters girl bikes anyway, so then you would have a his and her set. For the lack of love interest you have in your life. How long have you been single?
We don't talk about that.
Okay.
Now it's been a minute. I moved back here like 4 years ago.
Yeah.
I mean, you know what? Brevard County, I'm just picky. I don't know what.
No, there's just nobody worth dating here.
That might be the half of it.
Yeah, and there's nothing wrong with being picky. We had a tattoo apprentice at the shop I worked at in the Panhandle who we dead ass thought was gay. He just wasn't with all the Flora hoes. Like, he was not with stereotypical Florida girls, and there are so many of those.
Like, the older I get now, I don't want to just date someone for a week,
Sure.
month, 3 month, whatever.
Right.
You got to be worth it.
Oh, you finally reached the point of, are we doing this or not?
Yeah.
Yeah, no longer dating for fun, dating for permanence. There's nothing wrong
Go
with
out
that.
to a bar, go on Tinder, whatever.
Right.
You got that. You can knock that out in day, week, whatever.
Sure.
If I don't need to invest any more time, so be it.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, that's one thing that I can honestly say I have never done. I am in an age bracket where I know how to go out and date, how to go out and find um, a woman to date, um, and not have to use swipe left, swipe right, go through all the bullshit. Like, I don't have to worry about
I
any of
kind
that
of just
shit.
opt out of all that.
Yeah. Well, I definitely don't have to worry about any of it now because I'm married to my wife. So,
I know it's one thing now. Everybody's so on their phones. You sit at a table with 12 people, no one's talking to each other,
oh yeah, absolutely not.
which makes absolutely no fucking sense to me. At that point, why are you out? Just sit at home.
Yeah, I know a lot of people who I've seen miss things because they were fumbling with their phone trying to get a video of it. And it's like, you don't need proof of everything. Trust me, I was born in the 80s. We didn't have proof. Like, that's why we got away with so much stuff. And you can't now because you have your I snitch in your hand actively snitching. Like, oh, fuck out of here.
Yeah, but there's a lot more that's illegal now than what was in the 80s.
True. Very true. Yeah, they had to adapt. You definitely get felony charges for,
Shit that you do on a Tuesday night.
yeah, that we used to. There's so much of it that's changed though, like not just in the cultural dynamic, but in the legal dynamic, and in like the parental dynamic. Like, I dropped out of school when I was 13 years old. I was in the eighth damn grade. My mom didn't get a single fucking letter, not one, not a phone call, nothing. Now you do that, mom's going to jail. Like, make that make sense, dude. Because my badass kid cuts class when I'm at work, because I have to be at work for this fucked up system that you created. Um, I go to jail.
Wait, you mean no one's supporting themselves on like one income anymore?
Right? How weird is that? And you, oh, did the battery die? No, look, we lost the battery. I gotta change the battery on this real quick. Yeah, it's all fucked up. It's super fucked up. And it's damned if you do, damned if you don't.
So you might as well do.
Might as well do. Yeah. Send
If
it.
you're gonna get in trouble, might as well make it worth it.
Yeah, you're fucked either way. So that's definitely the way I look at it. Make it worth it. Full send. Full fucking send, bro. If you're not gonna full send it, then why are you here? You know what I mean?
Don't half send shit.
No, yeah, I don't half-ass anything. That's why I have face tattoos. I'm never satisfied with half-assed anything.
If you're gonna be an ass, you might as well be the full one.
Yeah. Yeah, two cheeks, not one. Fuck out of here.
Don't just be the hole in the middle.
uh,
If you're gonna fuck it up, just fuck it up.
oh, 100%. Yeah, and I am the king of fucking stuff up. It's like when people ask me for relationship advice, and I'm like, you know, I have failed 100% of my relationships up to my marriage. And even that one, I would definitely not say I am doing the best at. Just is what
That's the
it
human
is.
aspect of it.
Oh,
Just
absolutely.
do as best as you can every day.
That's all you can do, dude. Try really fucking hard, and sometimes you nail it. The rest of the time, though, absolute ass.
Yeah, but that's what makes a man. That's what makes a millionaire. How many times you fail, how many times you pick yourself up.
Oh,
You
yeah.
just need that one time to get back up.
Yeah, winners are just losers who tried one more time. Like, unless you're incredibly lucky and just nailed it right out the gate. Which I like luck. You don't have to practice nearly as fucking much.
Yeah, I don't got none of that.
That's okay. If it wasn't for bad luck, you'd have no luck at all.
It works.
Sometimes. There we go.
This is why now I like working on bikes. I don't like working on cars. Fuck it, we'll go back to school. Let's try working on airplanes.
Right. I wish I would have been able to become a pilot. But I didn't get to do the Navy because I have glasses. So no flight school for me, at least not in fighters. Like, and that was what I wanted to do. I wanted to fly fighters. But alas, you have
If
to have
I know now, if I knew it, what I know now when I was 18, yeah, I would have told him go in the Air Force, go try to be a pilot, and get your hours in.
right.
Because I mean, now you're going to spend what, close to 100 grand?
Oh, easily,
It's more, I don't even know, but it
easily.
is just silly fucking money to go try to be a pilot.
Oh yeah.
So at that point, we'll fix them.
Yeah, definitely have the military pay for that. Do your time, get the training, and then come out and be able to do a really boring job that pays a lot.
That's the point I hit now.
Yes. Doing it a little backwards, but still going there.
Yep.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Well, you work a job you don't like, you get abused for no money. So if you're going to get abused, you might as well make some money while you're at it.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, they're gonna treat you like shit regardless. So might as well get something enjoyable out of it. And if the only thing that you're getting that's enjoyable out of it is a pile of money to go do things that you enjoy, so be it.
Oh.
So be it.
And then I'll have the tools. You know what? Airplane motor, Harley motors are really that different. Maybe a few more steps in it, but
I was gonna say any more, probably not. Waiting for McDonnell Douglas to come out with a V twin.
and once I get that, you got your nice ass toolbox at home.
Thanks.
You're making a bunch of money, so you're just buying tools to buy tools to have them.
Right.
Not spending 80 grand on tools to make half of that a year.
Yeah. You have a very Keanu Reeves approach about it. Can pay somebody to do it for you, but spends money on tools, learns to do it himself. Good man.
And if you broke it, you already took it apart once.
Right.
Like my buddy was complaining about his inner primary leaking.
Oh,
Wants
yeah.
to replace fucking everything in there while I'm in there. I go, no, just replace what's failed. Because then you're going to create another issue.
Correct.
Because neither one of us know what the fuck we're doing in this case. But if you take it apart and it leaks more, you already know how to take it apart. You kind of know how to put it back together. Just keep trying.
YouTube University. That place is the shit.
Yeah, but when my transmission split from my transfer case in that shitty Dodge truck, that didn't really help too much. That was trial and error.
There are some things you cannot YouTube your way out of. That is a fact. That is a fact.
Trial, error, try not to fuck it up too much, and if you have to go back in,
right,
so be it.
Absolutely.
And I road tested on the road, and it's still out there somewhere.
There you go. Fucking run it. Okay, let's get to this part right here. Let me actually grab some glide it out.
Like a duo glide?
No, it's actually just regular old Vaseline. But it helps my hands glide across the skin so I can make really smooth lines.
I haven't gotten a tattoo in years. I remember it wasn't bad, but
Is it
never
really
as bad as I thought it was.
Oh, yeah, never.
No, you just have that tendency to psych yourself up in your head every now and then.
Oh, yeah. The really nice part about that is when it starts and you get that big old, I thought this was going to be way worse. That's always nice.
Yeah, but then it's just watching the whole thing come together.
Mm-hmm. Come together right now.
So when are you getting this other Sportster?
I think next week it should be down. It's late 90s hardtail stretched, stock narrow glide front end, stage 3 board and punched, XLH 1200. So we're going to take the frame from it because it's hardtailed, welded, and stretched, and put it on the rat chop that's out there in the carport right now. Take that Springer front end off of it. That'll add an extra 6 inches.
And 20 pounds.
Yeah, well, no, because that thing's iron. It's not aluminum, so I think it's more like 80, maybe 100 pounds. That fork is heavy.
That's going to be a big fucking bitch.
Yeah, oh yeah. And then we're gonna give it to my wife, who weighs about 100 pounds, a little more than 100 pounds, and is 5 foot nothing.
You might be getting weight. You might be getting near the weight of a Dinah at that point.
Yeah, exactly. I was joking about that because I was like, wet and stock that year, you're looking at like 700 max. And this thing stretched and raked is going to be closer to 1,000, just because it's got that much more frame. The other really nice thing about the incoming Sportster is it has a Dyna tank on it. So she'll get the chopper style peanut tank on her proper chopper, and I'll get a nice meaty Dyna tank. So then I don't have to worry about relocating my gauge cluster, any of that shit. I won't have to worry about filling up every 45 miles or whatever the fuck it is on a peanut. I think it's like 100 miles.
Ah, my fuel gauge broke. It goes over 100.
Sure.
But I go I push it that little bit more each time.
Right. Well, and then because there is going to be performance stuff done to that XLH 1200, it's not going to be getting that stock 49 horse mileage. So, what's up, baby?
I'm gonna go over to Haley's, and then we're gonna go to Walmart and go grocery shopping before dinner tonight. And then I'm gonna make dinner.
Perfect.
I'm gonna do wife stuff.
I love you, wife stuff. See you soon.
Nice line work.
Thank you. Crispipity. Gingerly. Bye. I love you. Anyway.
Isn't that why we come here, for the nice line work?
Yes. Yeah, people have been talking about my line work for a long time, and I'm like, I don't know, man. I don't think it's that good.
You always judge yourself harder anyway.
I'm way harder on myself. I have to be, though, because I don't want to be like a bunch of these other assholes in town who think they're really good at tattooing when they're not. There's like, I have to think. So I think there's like 4 tattoo artists in our town that are actually really good at tattooing, and all 4 of them think they suck, which is really good.
It's a common trend there.
But then there's a lot of other people who think that they are the goat of tattooing. And I don't think that goats would actually, like real goats, farm goats, would eat their tattoos. They're so trashy.
Yeah, but they'll eat fucking anything.
I know, and they won't eat their tattoos. They're so bad.
Well, shit, let me know when you get this Sportster. I'll give you a hand putting that together.
Fucking A. Well, so the Sportster that's coming down, the second one, is a basket case. It's already fucking ripped apart and crated out. So
It's half the effort.
Right. I'm literally just gonna pull parts off of this one and bolt on parts from a box to build it out. But then the second Sportster, the Club Sportster, I'm gonna have to build from the frame up.
Yeah, that's the fun part.
100%.
I don't necessarily like fixing shit.
Right. But I don't mind it.
I'd rather build something from the ground up.
Oh yeah. Yeah, and I'm not like I'm not a purist. I'm not like built not bought, blah blah blah. Like I don't give a fuck about that. It is nice to be able to have something go wrong on your bike, which is going to happen, especially if you ride the way that I ride.
And not take it to the fucking Harley dealership and wait 6 months.
To diagnose and figure out. It's like you feel something, you see something, you go, oh, it's that. Damn, I knew I should have done that. That's the way that goes down when you build them yourself. So, and then it's super easy because you know exactly where you're going, what you're doing, what you need to do it, blah 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 blah. Because you were the one that built it.
No matter how many times I take this bike apart, I'm still looking for all the tools I need, though.
Oh, yeah. I'm definitely going to do the Harbor Freight Pittsburgh tool with the exchange program thing. because like I'm a home jobber. I am not a fucking commercial bike builder, and I can already tell down in the comments, I would only buy Snap-on. It's like, yeah, I would only buy Snap-on too. One, if I had fucking $100 for a box end wrench, and
No, it's more
two,
than that.
is it really? Fuck, see, and two, I'm gonna use that wrench
A handful of
maybe
times.
50 times for the rest of my life. So I don't see the point in buying super high-end commercial shit that I'm not going to use on a commercial scale.
At least right now, I don't touch it and use it every day.
Right.
So until I have a point that I need to use this every day,
There's no point.
get yourself a decent ratchet, because I've stripped out enough of those and punched enough frames,
Oh, yeah.
and then sockets, everything else, it works.
I was actually looking at that. I think I'm going to get a proto ratchet,
Yep.
set of proto ratchets, and then just buy a bunch of Pittsburgh to go on it.
I got a gear wrench I've had since I was like 14.
Mhm.
It rusted out. I took it apart, packed it full of grease. Still works.
Oh, shit.
And yeah, everything that goes on that is all Harbor Freight, Pittsburgh, not buying Icon or anything like that.
And it works just fine?
Yeah.
No way. You can't say stuff like that on YouTube.
Well, it's the same thing. I don't care how fast your bike is. If you can't ride it, it's not fast.
It's not fast. Yeah. I'm gonna upload this to Reddit just so I can get people going. No.
You're just trying to piss people off.
Oh, 100%. That's like the mood. The world is very fortunate.
It's very fragile.
Yeah, that's
I don't
the
know if I use
unfortunate part
fortunate.
about it. No, it's very fortunate because starting here in about 2 weeks, I'm definitely going into my villain era. I'm done. So fucking done. There is no point anymore. So,
Yeah, I've been there for a minute.
yeah. Get ready. Nice guy Rob. It's not going to be as nice. Not going to be any meaner, but definitely not going to be as nice.
Just don't give me a reason.
Yeah. Yep, you're
Like,
going to be
I'm
able
very
to.
much so over people's egos, attitude. So at the end of the day, we all end up in the same place,
Right.
in a box 6 foot under.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I'm kind of pining for that box. Let's get it over with. We're going there.
Motorcycle ain't going to help that.
Fuck yeah, it will.
No, you're going to be like me.
Hmm.
You have that depressed day and you go, I wonder, do I misjudged it? No.
No.
You'll end up living till you're like fucking 90.
Oh, yeah, no, I don't have fucking depression. I'm not depressed about anything in my fucking situation. Like, I look at it and I go, well, that figures.
It is what it is.
Yeah, it is what it is. Either that or it's the opposite reaction of that figures. I'll believe it when I see it. Just do not care anymore. So yeah. The villain era is upon us.
You have tattoos. Weren't you already there?
No. No, I've actually spent a lot of my life trying to do the right thing and be a good fucking person. And it's kind of just pointless. Like, I don't think that I'm going to go out of my way to be like Dr. Evil or anything, but I'm also not going out of my way to be Mr. Nice Guy. Just kind of done with it.
Nice guy's finished last.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, we've reached a point where extremely dangerous wild animals are preferred over people with penises. Yeah, it's just like, okay, cool, I get it. Like, men are fucking awful. Um, but if we're gonna be totally categorized as awful, like no matter how good of a person I am, no matter how much I'm not a rapist, I'm still gonna be viewed as a rapist just because I have a penis. What's the point?
They're gonna call you evil. You might as well be.
Yeah, yeah. And that's not saying that I'm gonna go out and fucking rape or anything like that. But I mean, I'm not gonna be nice anymore. I'm not paying on the date. Not happening, dude. Fuck no.
That's my issue in this county.
Yeah, man. Like,
I don't mind going out and doing that. But when it hits the point that that's expected,
yeah.
no.
It's not expected, it's required.
You have your own money. I'll do mine. Let's go out and do something together.
No, they don't. Remember, they don't get paid fairly.
No, well, on to the next one then.
Yeah. So, yeah.
You can only bitch so much.
It's just all kind of a sham at this point. My favorite thing that I saw was this list of things like, at least the bear views me as a human. The bear won't keep trophies after it dehumanizes me. That was my favorite when I saw that, and I was like, I'd like a moment of silence for all of my band T-shirts and brand new hoodies that were stolen by my exes. Like,
I have one I'm still hunting for.
oh, I don't even hunt for them.
It's just an old Bring Me the Horizon hoodie that was fucking sick.
Oh yeah,
Haven't seen it in like 15 years.
no, I avoid
I want that hoodie.
99% of my exes like the plague. There's one that my mother is still friends with, which is pretty cool. She's a good person. We actually shouldn't have ever been exes. Like, we shouldn't have never been together. Like, I was not the right person for her. She's too good of a person. And I'm a tattoo artist. So like my priorities are very different. Very, very different. Um and that being said, like I said, she was just too good for me. Um, but the rest of them, like, yeah, dude, fuck no.
I just want my damn hoodie back. I will buy that fucking thing.
No, I don't keep the fucking hoodie.
No, I'm trying to buy one.
No, I mean, they kept everything anyway. Keep the houses, keep the cars, keep the bikes, keep the children, keep the tattoo equipment, keep the tools. Kept my art. That was a great one.
That's I don't know if that's fucked up or a compliment.
Dude, a recent ex of mine kept my daughter, kept hundreds of hours of my fucking artwork, the majority of my clothes, and the clothes that they sent back did not match, did not fit. Individual shoes, like, yeah, I was like, wow.
But you're the fucked up one.
Oh yeah, I'm the fucked up one. Yeah, yeah. I mean, you want to talk about fucked up? Let's talk about her son picking a fucking fight with me. Um, all because well, it doesn't matter why he picked the fight with me at the moment of the time of the fight being picked. Come to find out that his social security was getting cut off, and because she was super manipulative, and actually after a couple of classes I found out abusive. um, Decided that they were gonna get rid of me so that I can be replaced with whomever else for fucking money reasons. And also found out that realistically, the only reason why I was there was because she had this weird obsession with brown babies and knew that she would get a little caramel kid out of me. So
That's a little fucked up.
yeah, yeah, so I mean, I get it. Choose the fucking bear. I mean, I choose the bear over fucking human beings, period. I just will not be told that all women are fucking special and should be treated a certain way. The fuck out of
Shit
here.
ain't no one special.
Yeah, no, not in 2024. Especially not this one. This one like openly brags about manipulating the justice system and shit.
If it was such a good system, it would have worked. That would have been caught, and everything would have been reversed. Oh wait.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, they didn't even hear my side of the story. Didn't even ask for it. They're just like, oh, you're guilty. Here you go. I was like, cool, thanks. You guys don't want to know about the fucking 16-year-old kid being a sexual predator? Or that his mom covered it up? It's all good though.
And that's why we buy and ride motorcycles.
Right, yeah. I'm an awful person for that too. I trust my motorcycle more than I trust fucking another human.
Well, because when it breaks, it tells you what's wrong with it.
That part.
It won't roll forward. Oh, I bent my wheel.
Right? It won't whine, cry, get a shitty attitude, and then shift all the blame onto you and not have the ability to tell you what it wants.
Oh, it'll still whine and cry and switch the blame onto you.
Oh, yeah. But it actually is your fault on the fucking Harley. That's the difference there. That is the difference. Yeah,
that's where I fucked up with mine. I made my front end too stiff, so trying to get it to pick itself up. I'm going to have to redo my forks until I know what I'm doing.
I like it when my front end is too stiff.
It's a little bit too hard to pick up.
That's what she said.
To who were guys were easy.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I forgot. Won't fuck anything. I just really can't stand the fucking generalization. Like, and the hypocrisy of it. It's like men are generalized as toxic, abusive rapists, and women are completely exempt from it. One of the favorite ones that I saw was somebody was really pushing statistics. And I was like, oh, I love statistics. Like, statistics are a big part of my fucking autism. I don't know why it does it for me, but statistics are definitely a thing. And I found some very interesting statistics about crime, race, age, and other things that were unilaterally equivalent to the point of the argument. And it should also be said that like I'm not upset about the fucking bear and the daughter in the woods thing. Like, you choosing the bear, I am 100% on fucking board with that. But I'm also 100% on board with this place called reality where we live. So
That's when karma comes into effect.
yeah, that's where it gets a little iffy. But hey, you know what? Like, wall to wall, let's fucking go, dude. All men are awful. But if all men are awful, then like we came from women. Think about it. We're a generation of men raised by women. Our fathers are gone. You see it all the time, dude. Never came back from the store for a pack of cigarettes. Like, there's memes about it. It's like,
well,
okay,
the next generation, are there really any men left?
No, probably not. But good men, or tough men make good times make weak men make hard times make good men. Well, strong men, I guess. So it is.
However the fuck it goes.
Yeah, fuck it. Do.